Hello everyone, this is Kiran from S3 by Automation. So, so far we have covered chapter 1 in the previous sessions from the implementation playlist. From this session onwards, we are going to start chapter 2 with Appium Inspector. Let's get into the details to begin with. So let's decode the Appium Inspector. Okay, so this is my view of decoding the Appium Inspector. Okay, so I'm going to give my view in the mind map graph. So that is the inspector flow, how it is we are going to treat Appium Inspector, and what are its key features, and what are the key parameters, and what is the format that we are going to pass on to the Appium Inspector. I think in the previous sessions I have shown you web interface, how that can be integrated with the server that is hosted on your host system. So in the server CLI I have shown you. So now we are talking about the Appium Inspector, which is installed on the desktop. Similar kind of operations that you can perform if Appium desktop is unable to install. Okay. Let's start with the inspector interface. See here. Just closely look at how we can look at this particular tool in terms of three categories. One is configuration. What is the configuration that we have to make it? And the second one is the capabilities. How we can do it, here we can define the capabilities, and how we can do the start session. Once this is one part of the one component of the client, that Appium Inspector. So whoever is working on the host system side, they can use these features. But when coming to the cloud providers, okay, so as I told you, most of the cloud providers are using the Appium as a engine for the web apps functional automation. So they have integrated with the Appium Inspector as well, and they have provided the interface to select their provider. Based on that one, we can provide the required information, so that it will connect to the app. It is available in the cloud device. Okay, so here Appium Server, as the prerequisite, Appium Server and emulator and the device should be on. So without that one, having this interface is useless. Okay, so we should have Appium Server on and emulator is on. Okay, so this is about the Appium, the server, a local server or remote server. Appium enables the execution of the mobile app operations with its capabilities. So it's not only identify the applets, it also perform the simulate the actions. Cloud providers. So cloud providers are seamless connectivity to the cloud-based Appium server for executing the mobile applications operations on the remote cloud devices. Okay, so cloud devices the mainly mounted on the particular host, and those will be mirrored to the end users, so that they can interact and they can simulate the actions on those cloud devices. So and then the next part is this is how I look at Appium Inspector. Okay, the first part is here you can see. Okay, it will start with the new. So when you open it, launches the Appium Inspector, which I'm going to show shortly. And then we need to configure that. We need to provide our session details. That comes under here, configure. And then session start. You need to start the session. Okay. And then you can define the you know, element attribute values based on the selectors that you're going to choose, and then you can inspect. Inspect means it will identify based on the definition you have given for the particular element. Okay, and then if you want, you can execute it and see that particular operation is happening on the particular element or based on the given strategy. Okay, so this is the flow. If I'm talking about the Appium Inspector, this picture will come in mind saying that when, okay, first we'll start the launch the Appium Inspector and then configure it and start the session and then define your select strategy based on the element that you are seeing and available attributes, and then inspect it and try to understand how it is the behaving with the Appium that particular app element interaction, and then you can simulate the action and see whether that given strategy is working or not. Okay, so this is the flow that we need to remember when we are working on the Appium Inspector side. New, configures, start session, define, inspect, and execute. So this is the flow of play with the inspector. Okay. So in any of the flow, if at all if you're not following, then it will throw, you will get definitely an error. Okay. So this is about the Appium Inspector interface. Okay. So and then next, let's talk about the features that I'm going to walk through here. One is, as I told, config and define capabilities to sessions and save capabilities for feature sessions as well. Okay, and mobile cloud solutions integration and define capabilities to cloud solutions over here, and then define identify located strategies and Android and iOS. Yeah, even for iOS also we are going to use same interface only. Okay, but different capabilities. In Android, we have app package and app activity to identify that particular app. But in iOS, we need to use the bundle ID. The bundle ID is coming from the package name of the particular iOS. Okay, so in the iOS development environment, definitely they will, whoever is developer for that particular app, they are going to provide the bundle ID of app. Okay, so you can define the custom locator strategies and you can inspect and see whether it is being identifying or not. Once it is identified, you can see the element interact, tap on elements. Okay, what are the values? If at all you wanted to enter values, you can enter the values like send keys. You wanted to clear, you can clear it. You can simulate those operations. Okay, not only performing the operations, you can have a miniature of the record over here. Okay, you can try to understand what are the steps it is being generating based on that particular element. Like in the Selenium IDE, you might have seen the recording feature. Similar kind of feature that is being available in this particular interface. Generate code samples as per the chosen language. You need to choose what is the language you want. You want Python or you want Java. Okay, and generate element level action code samples. So it will generate the code samples. You can see how it is being generated. Okay, script with the defined capabilities and driver instance creation and driver element actions. These are all things can be possible through this record option. Okay, so these are the Appium Inspector features, and that is the flow that I'm going to that we have seen in the previous slide. Now let's see Appium Inspector in detail now. I'm closing this session. So I have server is on and I have emulator is on. Okay, the next part is the session. This is the, say I'm closing this one. Again, I'm launching. And you can see. So this is the interface that you have here. Okay. and then you can find here new session window. Okay, sorry, it is already open, right? This is the session, and for me, I have already saved the capabilities which I have shown you in the previous sessions as well, and now I have this one. Okay, these are the capabilities, and this is the API demo that we are going to walk through in the implement sessions. So this is the API demo app that is available in the Appium, the forum. Same I have taken for a kind of exercise that easy learners can easily adapt to the app automation. Okay, so now I am starting. I have given the host and port number and the capabilities. One is platform name, and then automation name, package activity it has given, app package, and app activity. See, I shown you in the previous setup sessions how to view this app package and app activity. So if you have not gone through, you can go through that session and find out how we can get this information. Okay, and then device name and UDID that we need to. These are the three parameters, that optional parameters. You can give it reset and full reset. Both are interrelated, and it will bring the status. If you are putting the false, it will bring the status to the app status to the initial state, which screen it has to be start. Okay, if you are putting the true, then previously your session closed at one screen. So when you launch again that app, so you will be at the same only. So that kind of situation, sometimes it will create a problem for execution of the scripts when you are initiated the batch executions. So that's the reason. So we are keeping these two parameters values as a false, so that after one script execution, it will bring back the control of the app to the base state where it has to start from the main screen. Okay, once you launch in the next session. So that's about those parameters. Okay, now let's start. This is the one, and then you can see another. This is our local. You can give it, and then this is the cloud providers. I was talking about the most of the cloud providers, right? So here you can see Source Labs, Browser Stack, Bitbar, Perfecto, this one. These are the thing, and Xperi Test, and then pCloudy, and Kubitan, and Lambda Test, and Headspin. So these are the more the leading mobile cloud solutions where Source Labs, Browser Stack, Headspin, Lambda Test, and Perfect. These are the leading mobile cloud solutions. So if you get if at all if you wanted to see, you can select this one. Suppose Headspin. You have selected Headspin and done. See here. So Headspin, opening with web content URL, and whatever this URL that you need to provide the Headspin. So suppose in your corporate environment, they will provide this URL, and you need to provide it here, so that it will connect to the cloud device with certain capabilities. That capabilities that you need to define it for here. For example, Lambda test as well. The Lambda data also they have so the username and access key. So each the provider follows different the methodology. So accordingly, we need to access the their Appium server based on the given guidelines. Okay, now let's stick to our local server. Okay, so here I'm starting the session. See here, I have given the app package. So it has, this is the main screen it has shown. Okay, and let's talk about this screen. This is the app, and this is the structure it will show. If you click on right, it will show the XML structure. So let's not worry about this structure. Only we need to see the properties how we see in the Selenium IDE or different other plugins. Okay, so for example, I have selected the app, and here you can see Um, here you can see the properties. Accessibility ID. What is accessibility ID? In an Android app, apart from IDE, there is a accessibility ID, one attribute that they are following since beginning. So it contains there some ID value. Okay. Um, it contains the ID in terms of some value. So generally, we are using accessibility ID in the Android app automation, and wherever it is possible and wherever it is needed, then only we are using the XPath. That what are the advantages and disadvantages of XPath. And then so here itself they have given the what are the selectors that you can use it, accessibility ID and XPath, that either of the one you can use it. Okay. And then here some attributes they have given. One is the text content type and DXC. This is the another attribute for Android app. You will see content type and DXC. And resource ID. So this is the one. This is the one type of ID associated to the particular app element. Okay. And these are the other properties that the particular element supports. Okay. So now what we have to do is, so here different the tabs are available, but so let me walk through the various how we provide this selector. So here you can click on this is the inspector, search for an element. Okay, see here. So it has opened the ID, XPath, name, class name, and accessibility ID and automation. Okay, UI automation. This is the advanced selector. So what I will do is I'll take this one. I'll put the here. So app, I have given the accessibility ID. I have clicked. So the app I have given, and I'm searching. See, one element it found. What is that element? So here it is showing that element here in the this one. Suppose content, if I given content, let's see. Select here, see on the content, and then if you wanted to tap it, okay, so you can use the tap as well. Okay, here tap is available, and find and select in the source it will select. Okay, you can send the values and you can send the clear. Suppose I'm clicking on this one. See, it is clicked on content and it has shown this one. Okay, so again you wanted to go back to this the screen, right? I'm just clicking. So here you can do the press back button, or you can go do the home button, and app switch button, switch between the apps, this one. Okay, these three controls are available in the device. Okay, same they have given. So I'm just giving the back. Now it went back to the that one. So I wanted to home, so just click on home. See, it has opened that home, and you can switch back this one, app. Okay, and then okay, so you can see what are the the apps in the background. It is available. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go to the this one and I'll launch this one. So you can refresh it, and the app screen is mirrored. Simple. Suppose you are in this one somewhere here, and you cannot tap on like this one. You have to go through this one and tap it, or else you have to go here and then app, go to this one, and here you can refresh it here. So it has shown that one. Now let's see how we can enter the values and see whether that action is being performed or not. So let me see where it is available. App, enter. Yeah, text. Key event text. Okay. So let me find out action bar activity. I'm looking for the text field. Somewhere it is there. I have seen. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one only we'll see it. Refresh. Okay, here, what is the value? So they have given the this one and X path. Okay, let's find out. Mm, Here they do not have any value. Okay, only we have to take this one ID only they have given. Okay, in the ID we have take and sit on here and search. So it is identified. Okay, and then hello. So here you can see this one and case. See the value is entered here. Okay, so similarly this one. What is the selector they are given? There are two selectors are available. Suppose for example this time let us take the X path and click on search element and X path. Give this one. Try to enter. Search. See it is identified. Okay, it has highlighted over here. And then program. Let us give this one. Okay, and then send keys. So it is entered. Program is entered. Suppose you wanted to clear that one. Clear this one. It has cleared. Okay, so like this, entering the value, clearing the values, and tapping the element. Okay, and for example, um, another. So you have these elements are there. Okay, so for example, these elements, how many elements are there? So we have a method, right? Find elements. So how we can? So what kind of selector methodology that it will group the elements? For example, menu is there, and we have the class name text view widget text view. Suppose if I click on this one, the class name is this one. So you can identify by class name to group the elements. So I'm just copied that one. So class name I'm taking as a selector, and then I'm just clearing off this one. So I'm just giving the this 15 elements are there. Might be it is taking from the top root of the elements and it is giving total entire elements. Okay. So for example, this one is this one, this one. See, it is highlighting like that. So based on your requirement, suppose if you are doing some grouping or some kind of entering the value and you wanted to eliminate huge elements in the repo, in such case this kind of app designs, you can use that strategy. Okay. So I'm just making the done, and that is about the XPath and ID, resource ID, and um, class name. Yeah. See here, I'll just give the in the next sessions as well the selector strategies. What are these selector strategies? So for Android app like web, these are the common ID, XPath, name, class name. Only these two are the new things that specific to the Android side. Accessibility ID, that is one of the new attribute for the Android. Content type and DSC, that is the another attribute. And second one is the UI automator. This is another strategy which is advanced given by the Android dev team. So they have their own the strategies. So that also we can use it if any standard mechanism is not working. Okay, it has its own different strategies that we can use it. So I'm going to walk through this in the selectors strategies. Okay, for now, Appium Inspector, how we can inspect the element, how we can define the different strategies that we can see, how we can simulate the actions on this particular element. Okay, now let's see how the recording will be. Okay. Okay, here the option is start recording. Okay, and here the option is web hybrid app mode. I'm going to cover this hybrid app mode when we have a separate session created for hybrid app that I will explain. How to identify elements, how to interact, and how to script that particular hybrid app. So hybrid app is nothing but designing the web content within the native app screen. So that's we call it as a hybrid. That in detail I'm going to walk through in the web context session. Okay. So now let's talk about recording and then we'll move forward. Okay. So the basically the recording is to know what are the its operations, how it is taking, what kind of strategies it is taking, in case if you are not sure about. Okay. And you can see here previously whatever the actions I have done, it has recorded those. Okay. And let's see, clear actions. Now I have cleared, and and here you can take what kind of Java, NUnit, JavaScript, Python, it is there. Okay. So whatever you have taken it is under robot framework also. This is the one of the advanced framework that may I have seen in the Python side, and slowly it is going to get a expandability for the Java as well. And in this year they are going to release the major version, and we can use it has certain DSL commands that we can use it. It minimizes the code. Okay. So no code, less code kind of model they are following in this one. Okay. Now let's start with first Java JUnit 5, and then we'll see Python as well. Okay. I selected this one. Now what I will do is, it is already the pause recording. What I will do is I'm just selecting this one. So here it is, you can see the statement is added over here. Variable so and so driver dot find elements Appium accessibility ID menu. Okay, so this is selected. For example, earlier we have given mm, the moment when you given it has given the that statement here menu content find elements so and so. Okay, and you can see like okay, you can see app. See here the statement. Okay, for example, group of the elements some kind you wanted to. Okay, it is just accessibility by app. This one. Okay. Mm, second, what is the text? Text. Book search. Okay. Okay, this is open. How the value will be entered, that we'll see now. Okay. Mm, source, and then we'll see here. I will identify using this particular ID. Okay, and then search for element, and this is the strategy that I have given. Okay, then not find why it is. Oh, we have to give the ID. Okay, here. Hello. Okay, you can see the recorder how it is. LC get 0 send keys to this one. Okay, a driver dot find element so and so it is giving. For example, you wanted to see Python script. Okay, same. Similarly, you can see here. When you click on search, it will create the find element button, and when you perform the action, it will create the action, this one. The second is displayed here. Find element, so and so. This is the what you call Python syntax. This is a bit varied from the Java syntax. Okay, this is how it is. Session information it is given, and these are the gestures and the commands that I'm going to cover separately in the session. And if at all, if you wanted to see some kind of syntax, that you can get it from here, but for now it is not working here. So far here, and then yeah. So you wanted to select elements, or you wanted to swipe the coordinates, that you can use these two, or else you wanted to take the download screenshot, you can download this particular screenshot, so that you may use it for any further analysis side as well. Okay. So this is about uses of the Appium interface, mainly to inspect the elements, and then we can know the syntax of the particular element on any action or action syntax also, that you can see how we can see in the recorder. Okay, so and finally capabilities. So I just to keep this in view, this is about a quick mind map where we can identify the server. Okay, and then session established and session ID is the generated. Okay, from the client side, Appium Inspector or script, we need to send the session information, and once the session is created, you will send back to the Appium Inspector saying that one that is created. But what are the key values format that this session expects? One is automation name, platform name, and device ID, app info, activity, and browser name that we need to provide. Okay. Then there are mandatory parameters and optional parameters are there, and platform specific parameters also are there, and browser and vendor. Suppose one vendor has provided any driver, they have to provide the parameters as well. Without that one, their driver cannot work. Okay, they're all available in the vendor documentation once they are releasing the particular driver to the global. Okay, so this is about quick capabilities as the parameters. So here I have given the Android Appium Inspector. So these are the capabilities, and in the code how we can mention that I have mentioned over here. Okay, so this is the one. In the code we can use same thing. So in the Appium 2.x onwards, they are calling it as options, not as capabilities. Okay, you are admitted to options. Similarly, we need to mention in the iOS as well. But the only one difference is bundle ID we need to use. We will not use app package or app activity for the iOS. Only we need to use bundle ID. Based on that one, the installed app is being identified. Okay, and when coming to the browser side, browser name, browser version, platform name we need to provide. Android or iOS. Okay. So I have covered the Appium Inspector, which is a chapter 2, and it has how we can mirror the app screen in the Appium Inspector, how we can view the XML structure of that particular screen and what are the element and the strategies. And in the next session, next chapter, I'm going to cover the selectors in detail. Okay. Thanks for watching this session. We'll catch you in the next session. Bye.